Hi there, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Tina from tinaheals.com. So hop over to my website and do consider booking a reading. So if you have a Taurus ascendant, a Taurus moon, and an Aquarius sun, then this is your video. You have your rising or your ascendant is in fixed earth ruled by Venus, and this is a very nocturnal, fertile energy. Okay, and Taurus is the archetype of the builder. Again, your moon, which is your emotions, is in your first house, which makes you very psychic, very imaginative, very connected to your feminine self. Even the way you express yourself is very feminine because you have moon on the ascendant. Okay, and this is again fixed earth ruled by Venus, cold and dry. And your sun, which is a 10th house sun, a very solid position for the sun because sun at the midheaven, 10th house on top of your charts. You are born to shine, born to lead, born to rule in the physical world. And this is 10th house sun in Aquarius. Sun is at fall in Aquarius, so this is not a traditionally strong placement because sun rules Leo, and the opposite sign of Aquarius, the sun is in fall. So ideally sun in Aquarius is not a good placement, but yes, you can really work with this energy. It's very dualistic, but you can own it. Okay, and ultimately you're here to own your natal chart. And Aquarius is air, but fixed air. Okay, masculine. So you have a balance of yin and yang. Your sun is in a yang sign. Okay, and fire. Fire scatters, but fixed fire is of a different sort. It gives, it makes, it has focus, it has concentration. Okay, fixed air. It's not fixed fire, sorry, fixed air. It has focus, it has concentration. Air scatters, but air doesn't scatter as badly in Aquarius as it does, say, in Gemini, which is mutable, or Libra, which is cardinal. This is fixed. Ruled by, if you take traditional rulerships, ruled by Saturn, and if you take modern rulerships, ruled by Uranus. It's good to look at both for more clarity. And this is now the degree of the zodiac rising on the eastern side of the horizon at the moment of your birth is your ascendant degree, and the sign on which it falls is your rising sign. So the rising sign is sort of the Jungian mask you wear to interface with society. It is the persona you develop over the years. It is how the world perceives you. It is who the world perceives when you walk into a room, literally. Okay, when someone meets you, they see your ascendant sign. It's your physical body. It's a sense of self, it is your whole self. Okay, the sun is more the sense of self, but ascendant is the self. Okay, you can understand a lot about your life's journey if you understand the karmic lessons and the deliverance and atonement your ascendant sign brings. Okay, now Taurus is about embodiment. This is the archetype of the builder. So they're always looking to build, looking to root. They'll pick people off, rescue people, and want them to root because they want to root with someone. Okay, a slow, methodical approach. So when you walk into a room, you don't, walk in and start spewing your mouth and, shock everybody. You walk in, you're measured, you're quiet, you can be shy. Because Aquarius, yes, they can talk a lot, but essentially Aquarius with the Taurus can be shy. Mostly Aquarius can initiate conversations in large group. But emotions, both these signs are a bit cut off from emotion. Although you have that moon on your ascendant, so I wouldn't say that about you, but just generally. And Uranus in Taurus, which is the ruler of the sun, your sun, Uranus, is coming to your sign. So this is really shaking you up. Okay, and you don't know quite what to do because you're used to a fixed structure. Think of the bull. Slow and steady wins a race. So you think of life like that. But Uranus, like a thunderbolt, has shocked you into awareness and woken you up to different realities. And here you are pondering what happened. But think of how oak trees root even deeper when there are imminent threats of incessant thunderstorms. They root deeper. That's what you're doing, Taurus. You're rooting deep. And for you especially, this is such a key, because now you have your solar ruler in your sign, on your moon. And both these are fixed signs, so they're squaring one another. Your moon and sun are square. Okay, your ascendant and your moon conjunction is square your sun. So there's always this anxiety. Squares are 90-degree aspects of anxiety and conflict that ultimately call for mastery. Okay, now when you walk into a room, people see that beautiful Taurus, that moon glowing through that physical body of yours. But you have a propensity to put on weight because you're very connected to agriculture, food, especially with your emotions. Now, if you think that, okay, I have an exalted moon, so I'm going to be okay with my emotions, it doesn't work like that. Exalted planets can oftentimes bring about turbulence. So you have this first house moon, and it is directly affecting yourself. Having moon in the first house can be quite problematic because your moods are shifting incessantly, and this could create a problem. Your mother's emotions could have fluctuated like that, because the moon is a mother. It's a childhood. It's how we nurture, how we were nurtured, our everyday habit patterns, our ESP, our imagination. Because the moon is who we are. When the Jungian mask we wear to interface with society that we've developed through our ascendant, when that comes off, when we stand raw and vulnerable, that is our moon sign. When we are most stressed, the moon sign comes out, honestly. Not the sun or the ascendant. Okay, it is the moon we show. And the moon also becomes our biggest challenge post age of 35, because we develop so much time learning fixed habit patterns that we can't change them, and that is detrimental to our soul growth. So Taurus can be even Taurus moon and rising can be very temperamental, need to control, need to be bossy, need to be you can be very stubborn. And the bull seeing red, you can have rage, massive rage and anger. Okay, and a lot of course, Venus, you have to see how she's placed, whether you have a day chart, night chart, many things. But Venus by sign, house aspects. But you are generally, you like to connect with people. Venus is the union principle, the desire principle, the connecting principle. And through fixed earth, she's more earthy. She's like an earth goddess, a domestic goddess, great chef, and all of that, because she likes to cook and feed people. Yeah, Taurus and Cancerian moon or ascendant will always feed you. And they see food is very important. Taurus rules the throat, beautiful voice, moon there, very emotional, beautiful. Rules the thyroid also. So any hormonal imbalances can see your whole body go whack. And your body and emotions are connected, because that's your first house and you have your moon there. So emotions are connected. Even your mother, the way she reacted with you, your emotions were very connected to that. You were very reactive of the way she behaved with you. Okay? Very psychic. This is also very possible for some of you. Imaginative, psychic. You could work with the beauty industry. You could work with banking, finance. You could work with arts, craft, acting. So much is open to you, because Venus is the 5-petal pentagram. And she is the 5 senses through which we are seduced into incarnation. So, when you look at Venus and how we explore the 3D world through a Taurus ascendant, it is ultimately about embodiment. Through a Taurus moon, touching base with your body, touching base with the food you eat, really connecting with the food you eat. Sometimes for Taurus ascendants and Cancerians, eating with the hand is more effective. So immediately connecting. And what happens when you put the food in the mouth? Goes down your throat. Realm of Taurus. Okay? Putting on too much weight will give you a problem with your backbone, and that's Libra, your 6th house. So, always try to work with weight, because once you put that on, for Taurus, it's impossible to get off. They can be very lazy, very hedonistic, given to all kinds of excesses. Venus, you can be giving into all kinds of sweet cravings, and very sensual also, Taurus, very sensual energy. But you like to please in bed, you like to take your time. As I said, very tactile, where you love touching and feeling, and very tactile. Okay, but you probably don't express so much with your hands like, say, a Gemini would. But you're just more demure and more low-key, I think. Although you love the couture clothing, you love all the high fashion stuff, but you're more low-key. Okay, the your chakra is the Muladhara chakra, and the Sephiroth is Malkuth, which is the physical world. So ultimately, Taurus is about not just money, but the resources the earth provides us and protects us with. So it's really a very powerful sign. It's not just about being enmeshed in 3D and desires and procurement and buying and commodity fetishism. It is also about metaphysical knowledge. Aldebaran is the bullseye, the red giant Aldebaran in this constellation of Taurus. So that is the awakening of the third eye, and the path of initiation begins. Taurus has to see the beauty in all forms of nature. Okay, all forms of nature. Ultimately, that is what you're here to do. Your keywords is I build. You build this 3D world. Okay. Now, you don't like surprises. So don't give your Taurus surprises. You like functionality, period. Now that 10th house sun is powerful because 10th house is your midheaven, which is essentially how you shine in the world. And the sun is how you shine in the world, your leadership skills. And Aquarius, as I said, in fall, but Aquarius is the genius sign, you know, it is the most eccentric sign, it is the most dualistic sign. Think of the sine and cosine waves. Okay, they bring to manifestation the Fohatic currents, that is the sine and cosine waves of creation. And the water bearer in Aquarius, it's the glyphos are water bearer. That's why many people tend to think that Aquarius is water. No, it's air, fixed air. The water bearer is pouring forth humanity, knowledge and wisdom. Even if you look at the star card, which is the card of Aquarius, you know, it's about giving and receiving of knowledge, divine cosmic knowledge. So there's a stark, you know, sort of a stark honesty about Aquarius. They don't like pretenses. They don't like anything that is, you know, too traditional. And Taurus does traditional. Aquarius wants to do away with traditional. In fact, Saturn being the ruler of Aquarius, traditionally, Saturn rules two signs, Capricorn and Aquarius. Now think of a fence. Everything that is enclosed in the fence is Capricorn, everything outside is Aquarius. So Saturn, Aquarius is very Saturnine, whether we realize it or not. Yes, the archetype works well with Uranus, but there is a very steady traditional component of Aquarius. They like traditions. They want to be able to question them, but somewhere they do hold traditions dear. Maybe not all of it, but what works for them, what they get attracted to. Other than that, Aquarius is the eccentric, the misfit, the iconoclast. So there's always a sense of being an outsider with an Aquarius sun. You never truly fit in. Okay, you never truly become one of the crowd. You're always going to stand out. Great with large groups, not good with one-on-ones, because Aquarius, 11th house, large communities. And 10th house is how you will lead. And Aquarius is very futuristic. So sun in Aquarius definitely means you're very futuristic. You think of innovation, you think of creation, and ultimately you do not create for a selfish reason, which your polarity Leo might, because Leo is about me, but Aquarius is about us. So when you create, you want something that will be functional, which is Taurus, for the whole community, which is Aquarius. So you need to build and you need to innovate. This is the archetype of the innovator. And let me know in the comments below how you've managed to piece them together, and where have your beautiful Sun, Moon, Ascendant combination, where have they taken you? Thank you.